On record.
Call this meeting of the Lincoln City Urban Renewal Agency of April 13th, 2015 to order. Roll call, please, Kathy.
Don Williams.
Here.
Jim Davis is excused. Chester Norikis.
Here.
Wes Ryan.
Here.
Roger Sprague is excused. And Susan Walke.
Here.
And Kip Ward.
Here.
Next item is comments from citizens present. This is an opportunity for members of the audience to bring to the agency's attention any items not listed on the agenda. Comments will be limited to 5 minutes per citizen, and the city recorder will use the light system. Speakers may not yield their time to others. As a general rule, this is not a time for exchange of questions. However, at the conclusion of this agenda item, a agency member can discuss or raise questions regarding an item presented by a citizen. The chair has the authority to reduce the time allowed for comment in accordance with the number of persons present and signed up to speak. Is there anyone who wishes to speak before the agency at this time? Next item, minutes of the meeting of February 23rd, 2015. Add the minutes. A motion to
So moved. Second.
favor.
Aye.
Next item is special order of business presentation, loan committee appointment. The Urban Renewal Agency's Loan Committee reviews materials related to urban renewal loan and grant programs such as the Facade improvement or energy efficient loans. The committee is made up of 3 members. Current members include Agency Chair Roger Sprague and Chester Norikis. According to the agency bylaws, all committee members shall be appointed by the chair, approval by the agency. Staff has received an appointment from the chair of Kip Ward to the Loan Committee. Do I have a motion to approve the chair appointment of Kip Ward to the Loan Committee?
So moved. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Present the next agenda item, special orders of business. First one is the Allison.
Good evening. So the goal of the Facade Improvement Loan Program is to provide renovation and rehabilitation funds for commercial properties within the Urban Renewal District to assist in alleviating blight conditions, to improve building structures, and to complement local design characteristics. The program offers 0% interest with loan terms up to 10 years. And this evening we have 3 loans before you for approval. The loan funds for these 3 loans are for significant exterior improvements to facade, including new windows, staircase railings, paint, siding, rot repair, and roof. The funds are available in the Property Rehab Program Fund. And are there any questions on these loans? Our loan committee met this afternoon to discuss them and had a few questions and got some answers, and they seem to generally think these were all in alignment with the program, that it does meet the program criteria, and that's pretty much it for these 3.
Chair Wolke? Right? Yes. I would move that we recommend approval or approve a requested facade improvement loan number URFI 2015-01 for $75,000, URFI 2015-02 for $75,000, and URFI 2015-03 for $25,000, subject to attached Santiam escrow letters.
Second.
To recommend approval. There
Discussion, please. Kip and I met with Allison earlier this afternoon to look over these escrow reports, and all three of them were good reports. For the benefit of new members to your agency, in the Urban Renewal Office, we have the Lincoln City Urban Renewal Facade Improvement Loan Program brochure that explains the program for anybody who's interested.
We have a roll call.
Walke? Ward?
Yes.
Williams?
Yes.
Norikis?
Yes?
And Ryan?
Yes.
Motion carries.
And the next item on the brick wall update.
Okay. In March 2014, the Cultural Center South brick wall, the facade or the concrete aggregate exterior that was attached to the brick wall failed. It began separating from the building, and in April that siding was removed to expose the original brick that needed repair. The agency reviewed some options, and at the June 23rd meeting last year, everyone voted to allocate replacing the brick wall, and that was not to exceed $40,000. After further review, and we had a fleeting summer weather window, staff recommended and agency approved that we clean, fix, and seal the wall and then see how it performed over the winter. And so we're here now just to report that that work was completed, and the winter, we're now in spring, so we have more information about how that has performed. We also, the agency also requested that there be a structural report so that we knew that the wall would be sound, and so we have that also in your packet. And everything is performing just fine. We ended up spending with various contractors. We had $8,655, so $8,655 was total to do the clean, fix, and repair the brick wall. So we were, that was a good cost-saving approach. And after a few rainy events, there's no active leaking from the south wall, as far as we can tell. We'll continue to keep an eye on this to make sure that the improvements are continuing to be sufficient. And are there any questions about any of this? I do have some photos that were in your packet, but for the public, if you'd like, I can run through those photos. Would you like me to do that? Yeah? Okay.
My only comment is that it looks really nice. It looks, it makes the building look very natural now, which I think was the goal of what we were attempting to do to begin with.
Yeah, I agree. If I may, Madam Chair? Got a $50,000 budget for the Cultural Center building. Is that correct, Allison?
Yes, that's what we had budgeted for repairs or any needed grant related, building for this fiscal year that we're in now.
And we've spent on repairs, what was it, $8,600, $8,655?
Yes, and then there was another, we partnered with the Arts Committee.
That's right.
As well, and I'm pretty sure that was under $10,000. It might have been closer to $3,000. And that was to go in on the kitchen, stove, vent, exhaust screening.
Right, right.
With that great piece of metal artwork that's on the side there.
So we have approximately $30,000 left in the budget?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
So here you can see this is a March photo of the concrete aggregate on the building. And that's when it dropped. You can see just a small space at the top there. And then here it is without the concrete aggregate. It had a black tarry substance that was on the brick that we think was put on there decades ago to help with water intrusion before the aggregate was put on top. And then here it is now cleaned and repaired. Some of the bricks got put back. There was a piece of plywood that was in the upper window where the old window used to be, and so that got bricked in. So there are some gaps that were filled with brick. And then at the bottom there, you can see, I'll go in some, here's another shot showing the little portico entryway. The shot on the left, obviously before, where you can see the black tar on the brick. And you can also see then on the right that band of kind of terracotta brick color paint was continued along the bottom of that wall. There was some flashing put in where the wall meets the ground, and it's holding very well. Here's another shot on the left. You can see very obviously some gaps in the brick that were covered up by the concrete aggregate and now nicely filled in.
Madam Chair. Allison, do you have, you may have answered this already, but when was this done, the aggregate?
I think it was in the 60s.
Okay, so, all right. And we don't see any other examples of it in the city on any other properties we have to worry about?
No,
Okay.
not that I'm aware of.
Thanks.
I think that's it. Thank you.
Resolutions, none. Member comments. Are there comments from agency members this evening?
Not for me.
Thank you then. Yes. We're adjourned.
I think you did a magnificent job, Madam Chair.
Agree.
And we were worried about time.
We really caught.